Hey there, Cancer. It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. Thank you for joining me. I'm here to do your October 2017 tarot reading. I hope you're doing well. Using the Arthurian Legend Tarot today. All right, let's just jump in. I'm on a time schedule, so I'm just going to move it along, which is good for you. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this shows you're reaching a milestone in your emotional maturity this month, and this can happen at any age. I mean, it doesn't matter how old you are. We're all still fighting the fight and trying to figure things out and improve ourselves. I think if you think, oh, I'm there, I'm mindful, I'm present, nothing bothers me, I'm balanced, I'm in the moment, and I've got it, and I've learned the lesson, and I don't see it. Oh my God, if you have, text me, because let's message me, let's talk, because I want to know your secret. But I think that's unrealistic, and I think it causes a lot of anxiety and angst because we think, damn it, why did I let that person make me feel jealous or threatened or defensive, or angry or whatever, insecure. We just got to keep trying and doing our best. And so it's not like saying, oh, screw it, I can't do it, so I'm not going to try at all. It's just an acceptance of realistic expectations. And when we can give ourselves a break, give other people a break, and realize we're all just trying our best. That's a level of emotional maturity, and what's that catchphrase? Emotional intelligence. That it's like that concept's really going to click for you guys this month. So let's see what we got going. Ooh. So some of you might have been, if you're open to it and available, maybe a love offer coming in this month. And so that maybe that's it. Maybe you've been hurt in the past and you've really shut down. Like, okay, the way I'm going to deal with this emotional pain from the past is I'm not going to open my heart anymore. I'm going to keep it shut down, locked down. And you're realizing, okay, that's not healthy. That's not really productive. That's sort of a knee-jerk reaction instead of working through it and realizing that, you never know how something's going to turn out until you give it a shot. So ask someone out. Be open to going out. It doesn't mean you're going to throw yourself into a relationship and lose yourself and find yourself in a bad situation. It just doesn't mean you can't, go out and meet someone new, and you never know where it's going to go. But there is a change in emotion. So you are becoming more open, if you've been maybe a little bit locked down in the past. And you could even be this way in a relationship, and maybe you're like, I need to open up. I've been keeping this person at a distance, because I'm worried, I'm scared, I'm afraid, and you're opening up. You're realizing that's not a mature way to handle it. Learning to stay centered. We just talked about this. Yes, but you can't always be centered. And you think of scales being balanced, like on the Justice card. They rarely are just ever perfect. It's like a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here. You're just always trying to tweak it, to try to do your best to stay as balanced and centered as possible. Because the center of the wheel is much less drama and calmer and all that stuff, instead of trying to stay on top or getting crushed in the bottom. So You're just working to stay in the center of the wheel, but things are always changing and turning. And so, I mean, it's even possible to stay completely balanced when there are so many external forces beyond your control. Most things are beyond your control, except for how you deal with things, your own behavior, your own response to things. So you're starting to take more responsibility in that way. In the what was recently in focus with the strength card, yeah, some of you are like opening up, putting yourself out there. This is about vulnerability. Like, I am freaking scared of dating again. I am afraid of doing whatever this is. I'm afraid of this because it hasn't worked out in the past, but I'm ready to give it another try and do it anyway. That's what true strength is. Strength isn't white knuckling it and no, I'm fine, everything's fine, or um, or throwing your weight around. It's about saying, I gotta tell you, this is scaring the shit out of me, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't know how it's gonna end up, but I'm just gonna give it a shot. Crowning you here. So the crowning card is sort of your ideal. And this King of Shield to me epitomizes a safe, stable, comfortable, solid foundation, home, family, um, things like that. So maybe it's like you really want a family, but you realize in order to have a family, you're going to have to um, partner with someone. I mean, you can have a child, don't get me wrong. If you want children, you can do that on your own. There are ways. Um, and that's fine if that's your thing. So no, everyone has their own idea of what that is. So I'm not trying to say, I'm trying not to, you have to figure out what that is for you. This is also like a stable job, a stable foundation, stable finances, stable health, and things like that. So it's like you're ready to lay some deep roots and foundations. No more superficial stuff. It's like you're ready to go deep. You're ready to take the next step. What is that next step? The Emperor. Love it. So being the leader in your own life, understanding that your decisions, you and you alone will face the consequences of your decisions. And I think a lot of times we make a lot of decisions in our lives, especially, we grow up with our parents and whatever society, cultural beliefs, religious, all the things that we grow up with, we sometimes we're told like you should marry someone of the opposite sex and have kids, and that's and get a job at with good benefits. Okay, well, what if you're not into the opposite sex? What if you don't want kids? What if going to a 9 to 5 job is going to suck the living soul out of you? But we do these things because we feel like we don't want to disappoint anyone, and we feel like it's what expected of us, and even we expect of us because somehow we've gotten this idea in our brain that this is what we're supposed to do. I've forgotten who I'm reading for. Cancer. I hope I said Cancer at the beginning. Part of me is thinking I said Taurus. This is for Cancer. So I was just reading for a friend, and this came up, and I had been watching. I love that movie, The Holiday, with Kate Winslet and Cameron Diaz and Jude Law, and Kate Winslet's character is out with Eli Wallach, who, oh my God, I adore him. And he's like, "Hey, you're acting like the best friend. You're the leading lady." And she's like, "Yes, I should be the leading lady in my own life." It's like you need to be the leader in your own life, male, female, whatever, and make the choices because you're the one. You get the job, the safe job at the local IBM or whatever. And then you have to live with the fact that you gave up your dream of being an artist, or that you wanted to travel, or that you wanted. So you can't please everyone. And it doesn't mean you're being selfish. You can consider all these things, but you really have to figure out what you want, what is most important to you, and start making. This is, again, maturity. That's maturity. Doing it even if you know it might piss your parents off or disappoint them, and knowing, hey, thank you for raising me, I love you, but I need to live my life the way that it feels right for me. Yes. So we got 2 sword cards. This is communicating what I just was talking about. Getting online. Some of you may want to do something online. Maybe you're starting online dating. But communicating these ideas and thoughts to people. But this is getting away from something that isn't working for you, and making a thoughtful choice to move on. Some of you may literally want to move. Maybe you want to move somewhere completely new, move house. You can have maybe you want to downsize, or move somewhere that you can feel more stable and secure. Maybe you're moving out because you left a relationship. Maybe you're decided to move in with someone. Anything like that, but you're actively changing, moving something, doing something different, changing jobs, putting your resume, and this can be putting your resume out there, trying to put in motion this new way of life you want to bring about for yourself. Going from going from a place that didn't quite feel right to the one that now feels better, more authentic for how you want to live. So thank you, Cancer, for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful month. Take care.